Hello, Scott Warner Melodic Insights here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to play thirds on the keyboard, okay? All the scales, okay, in thirds. I found this way to be easier, and I learned it from when I had to learn the descending thirds in the elegy. And I still have that damn button pushed, so it's like... The fingering. Now granted, that fingering might be a little bit different because of what you're actually doing, because then like you have to play, you know, like the three notes. But I like to have the root, here's a formula I go off of. I like to have the root 1 and 3 no matter what. No matter what key we're starting, I want 1 and 3 on those keys. I don't want to do the 1. I don't want to do 1, 2, like some books might tell you. And then the left hand, I'm going to keep it. The 5, 3 is going to be on the root. So that was actually the left hand C major. So let's start with right hand though. You're going to put 1 and 3 on C and E, 2, 4, 3, 5. And after the first 3, 5, you're going to go 1, 2. Then back to 1, 3. Then back. And you'll notice something, that there's a reason why I do that, because it's start making sense once you start getting sharps and flats, is that after, like that's easy, right? And then you cross over 1, 2. And if you notice, that's F major, right? But it's actually not going to be the F major scale, because the F major has a B flat in it, right? So it's actually the G major is the same. So that's the trick, is that the root and the fifth are going to be the same. Now let's go to, say, G major, just to make it simple, the chromatic fifth. Same formula. 1, 2. So you notice that this one is G major, D major, right? Those are the two. Okay, and the reason why I do it that way is because imagine if you just did the 1, 3, 5, and then you brought 1, 3 over, right? See, you're doing this in D major. See, because okay, 1, 3, 5, it's not gonna be this. It's not gonna be that. See, and then I have to cross over this, so. Obviously that got confusing for me, but I mean, I guess you could memorize it that way and see what happens, but I don't think it's a good idea. Because you're not learning this intermediate one, even though like, I think eventually you kind of do want to learn all those anyway, but like to learn, you know, from like, say here. Like I just find it easier to know that, okay, the fifth is going to be, you know, it's not going to be anything different. See, because if I do the 1 and 3 here, I'm thinking C major, but it's not C major because you have to add the sharp. So anyway, so let's continue on. So after G major, let's just keep it in the circle fifths. Let's go to D major, right? Then 2. Then you're going to notice it's A major, right? Another example I'll show you, like instead of using 1, 2, some people they say, oh, do 1, 2 on the first one, but then it's like, now I'm in E minor. that is one possibility you could do, at least in that scale. I think it starts looking weird once you have to pick one and do it. I think you could probably. So I'm not, it's kind of whatever you want to do. Because once you start getting the sharps, like if we go to E major, right? So actually, I'm going to explore. What would it actually be better doing the 1-2 there? No, see, I don't like that. I like to keep the root like this. So in every key. So let's just go back. So we're in D major. It's just way faster to learn the scales, I think. And then okay, well, after D major, A major, right? So it's also telling you, So E major at the end. I'm also showing you, like I'm leaving part of this in this video of me like trying to explore, because you have to explore a lot on the piano to find out where it works best for you. Let me make sure I'm saying still recording. Okay, had a lot of problems recording before. Okay, so here we go. And then E major, right? And it's going to be B major then. So see, I like that transition just in the middle. I don't like to do it at the beginning, because then it's like, that's actually, see, that's an F minor scale, but we'll get into that after. So you want to practice the transition coming down, right? So you're going to hold the thumb. I mean, there's times where you will do that, right? Where instead of the first note, it'll be the second. Depends on what the music is doing. So there are times when you're going to alter from this fingering, okay? That's one thing about the music. You're always going to alter. Like, you know how that last video I put, like, if you're going to do E minor, E flat minor, second version, you're going to use your ring finger here. But there's going to be times when you're playing a song, and you're just going to use the 3-5, right? Because maybe the next note. I mean, it kind of depends on what the music is doing, right? See, so like these, like, you know what I mean? I wouldn't really say learn this fingering in the beginning, but if it's part of a song and makes it simpler for a song, you will learn it. Because you would think just to do that, but no. So anyway, I just want to show you that real quick, because there's definitely variations. But I think having this chord down, though, okay, how I'm teaching it to you today, which is 1-3, 1-3, 2-4, 3-5, 1-2, and then 1-3, 2-4, 3-5, right? And then back to 1-3. I think that's a good starting point. So let's see, after E major. It'd be the fifth, so it'd be B major. So okay, B major. So this second one is an F sharp major, D flat major. I mean F sharp major or G flat major. Another thing, with that fingering, I always feel like I'm able to make it legato, okay? Okay, you can hold those. Hold those. Okay, now I can hold the 5 still and go 1-2. It's kind of hard. I'm not like a professional pianist. You'd really want to practice all those really lot and a lot better, kind of how I'm even teaching. You might even want to practice it slower and absolutely perfect, and with tones and loudness and softness and fat and speed slow, speed fast. Like there's a lot of different. Another thing you can also do is this, by the way. practice the fingering. Okay, now let's see. Let's go back to where we were at. So D major. Okay, I did B major, and then it'd be F sharp major, right? So this second one is D flat major. D flat major. Actually, the most important part is this transition, so you'd really want to focus on that, and I go really, really slow. Like, do stuff like that. Obviously, if I was going to keep repeating this part, I would change your fingering. Like, you might have saw me do it real quick. And then kind of go back into it. So it depends on what the song's doing, right? Obviously, you hold the pedal, it's going to be way easier to make a legato. Or... I know I haven't gotten into the minors yet, but let's see. Let's just might as well do all the keys, right? This one's G flat, E flat major. Actually even skipped a major key, or unless I'm already going backwards, right? Because A sharp, D flat. Did I do sharps? So now I'm kind of lost. Just not. Oh yeah, because G. Yeah. So I did all the sharps already. Wow, unbelievable. So and then I keep going. Okay, so that was E flat major. So actually, would E flat major be next? Yeah, I think it would be. No, it wouldn't be because A flat. Okay, D flat major, A flat major. No, I'm right. E flat major, right? The last one of this one is a B flat major. And you're always going to notice when you have B flat major in anything, and pretty much if you have the B's, B flat minor, B flat major, B minor, B major, you're going to always have a little bit of a unique fingering that's not in any other key. It's only in those 4 keys. And sometimes it's just in the 2, right? Kind of like the B flat minor, second inversion, and the B major. Like those are the only 2 notes that are like that. Okay, so it's like, in other words, what I'm talking about is this transition, right? Here, this one. Oh, shit. Okay, and then B flat major. This transition is kind of weird because the F's are kind of weird too, because the F's are, you know what I mean, they're both, so it's like, it's really these 4 keys that are have weird fingerings sometimes, okay? So I mean, you can like make it musically like a little bit. See how I was trying to make it a little musically while you're practicing it? F major. It'd be back to C. So we are done with right hand. Wow. Okay, so that did take a while, but I was trying to explain it and hopefully show you guys slow enough to where you can pick it up. All right, because once you pick up the formula, you gotta just get on the piano and practice it. You know what I mean? Pause this video, watch it again if you have to, right? And one day I'm gonna make sheet music of this stuff, so it's like, you know, here's the sheet music. You know what I mean? It's like a lot faster, so you don't necessarily have to have the video right in front of you. Okay. So left hand, like I said, here's the formula: 3-5-3, 4-2, 3-1, and then we're gonna go 2-1. So again, okay, 5-5-4-3. You're gonna go up to the 2 on this one, and then you cross over. So it's like the same thing. Cross over. Oh my gosh, I did mess up. Actually, in the left hand, I should show you minor since I already showed you major. Basically, I mean, you just saw the formula, right? Let's just hear what minor sounds like. I'll start in C minor since I'm there. Now, one thing you'll notice, though, in minor, though, you do have the what's that? I can't even think of it right now. Where it's like you come over to here. I can't even think of it right now. You have the, it's a... I guess maybe just a chromatic scale. Why can't I think of it? Melodic. Okay, got the melodic and the harmonic, right? So that's the difference. Okay, this is a regular straight scale. Harmonic. Melodic is this. I'm not really going to go into all that in the video, and I possibly could have mixed those up. You know, I mean, I know what they are, I know all the scales, but because basically the 6th note becomes natural. Actually, that'd be the 7th note. So you could do the thirds up the going, you know what I mean? I don't know why it seemed weird to me, because I guess I haven't really practiced those, because, let's see. Yeah, I still would do it that same fingering, because it's really not that big of a change. Let's go to another scale. Let's go to C sharp minor, okay? Hold the 5. I guess the weird part of doing this is in C, in the minor part actually, okay. See, it's really not a G minor scale. So in other words, the 5th is not the same. So that's one thing interesting about the C minor. It's actually the fourth is the same. So I may even want to do that. I may even want to do 5, 3, 2, 4, 3, 1, and then cross over right away to do the F minor. So actually minor might be different in that sense. Let's see. Okay, but now we got to see the harmonic. I'm kind of just in a dilemma. See, so now I have to make a choice, and you'll have to make a choice as a musician, is which fingering are you going to focus on and take the time to learn, right? Because I notice those are different. Let's just pick E flat minor, because I know I have this one. Okay, but now, see, because that is the fingering I was using, right? In this song, the elegy. So going up, it's this. It's just the minor, right? But it doesn't do the harmonic. It just goes straight out. Now, according to what I was saying, if I'm going to change it, let's see. I'd have to cross all the way over here, so no, I don't like that. So even though it is weird, yeah, I don't like that cross. See, but the whole thing is that does take off the initial reasoning I had to do the major. See, the major scale is easy because there's no harmonic or whatever, it's just... right? The minor is definitely challenging because I'm in a dilemma. What do I use? Do I do the same fingering as minor? I'm kind of thinking yes. I'm kind of thinking keep it the same. You'll just have to know that it's not going to be the G minor. You know, it's not the G, because G minor is it. So let's do G minor, okay? You would think it'd be D, right? And then if you're doing the harmonic, no, I did something wrong. Okay, here we go. Cross over to 2 here, right? Oops. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking, even though it's not going to be... Yeah, I'm thinking still do the first and the fifth. So minor is just a little bit harder, okay, because you have those variations. Same thing with the scales. Like I've done scales C minor like this. Right, instead of the normal. And the reason trying to do the cross rather than crossovering here. So I mean that's an issue. Like just say G major is the easy one. Okay, start 1, 2, 3. See, that's putting the crossover, right? It's putting it here. In other words, the thumb to the black note, right? Instead of having to cross over, right? I totally screwed that up, but you see what I'm saying? But okay, the point is crossing over this. That crossover, I mean, you could just I didn't just make this up out of my butt, you know. I mean, I've actually researched this. There are some people like they just do the scales that way, but really you're not going to play the music that way. So it's like they did it that way because you can play the scales faster. Like D major is a good one. You start instead of doing the normal this, they would start out this. Instead of this. So that's a dilemma you're going to have to face. So I just wanted to show you that real quick because the scales are a little, you could do them a lot of different ways, right? You can mirror them. Right, of course that's chromatic though, but I mean, in other words, the way I showed you, using the 4 for here, it also makes sense when you're doing your chords though. Okay? But the opposite of that would be D flat major, I think. Let me make sure. Right, so it's like, see, so that's the opposite, but you don't actually, almost no one would argue that that is not the B flat major scale, right? You start with 4, 2, so I'm just applying that same fingering to the D major. So that's an interesting point. So you're learning scales. But anyway, I think I covered pretty much everything. I mean, yeah, I could go through every single key. G, G flat minor, G sharp minor, I'm seeing. Obviously, I'd have to practice. Actually, I don't know it. Wow. So I'm still learning my thirds, but I showed you enough, at least in the major. Start with the major, right? Let's. So the majors I got down. I'm gonna practice the minors anyway. I hope you got a lot out of the video, but 30 minutes, so definitely hope you guys got a lot out of that. Hopefully you're able to see, once again, Melodic Insights, Scott Warner. Hope you had a great time learning some cool piano stuff. And you can apply, and all this full stuff is going to help you be able to compose and make some music. So we'll see you guys later. Happy New Year.